We welcome you back to Osaka, Japan, inside the pool and ice arena here in the center of town. The Four Continents Figure Skating Championships continue, and we turn our attention now to ice dancing. Skaters on the ice warming up for the free dance, which is about to get underway, and American skaters continuing to fare very well here in Japan, including the reigning U.S. champions Naomi and Peter Tchernyshev. Their recent win in Cleveland at the U.S. Championships, and they are trying to win their first gold medal on the international scene. Right here in Japan, they are in first place right now. The team that finished right behind them in Cleveland, the U.S. silver medalists Jamie Silverstein and Justin Pekarek, only 16 and 18 years of age respectively, and they are trying to win their first medal on the international scene. Look out. Here in Japan, and skating very, very well. The standings right now heading into the free dance. Lang and Tchernyshev in the lead, looking for the gold medal, ahead of two Canadian teams, and then Silverstein and Pekarek.
Silverstein and Justin Pekarek.
And it's the young Americans who will get things underway. Jamie Silverstein, Justin Pekarek, in only their first season on the senior level. They swept just about everything last year as junior skaters.
The music from selections the soundtrack, Great Expectations. Both Jamie and Justin have tremendous partnering skills in the upper body holds, great balance. All of these passes really take quite a lot of time to develop and make them secure. Their opening lift in the free dance, there are 5 to 7 lifts that are allowed. 2 footwork sequences, 1 circular, 1 straight line. This here is their circular footwork pattern.
Free dance, as always, 4 minutes long, worth 50% of the overall score. Skaters have already competed in the compulsories and the original dance. Susie, do you think it's fair that the international judges view their youth and their appearance in a negative way?
I think that they are young, and the teams that they're up against have a little more power, a little bit more meat on their bones. So when they get on the ice, they do look a little bit lighter and softer than some of the other teams. But really, the ability that they have and the difficulty that they're capable of should overcome that. Watch this couple's feet. They're very precise in their placement. One of their coaches, Liz Coates, is a great technician and really will break everything down to make everything work. Here, a beautiful lift with a change of direction, one of the required lifts.
Jamie is from Pittsburgh, Justin from Southfield, Michigan, but they train in the Detroit area with Liz Coates and Igor Spielbahn.
They gather great speed on this diagonal footwork sequence. Both of them are very busy. Here the rotation lift has to turn 3 to 5 rotations, counterclockwise direction, and now clockwise direction. Well, this team is so well trained. They're hardworking. They bring so much energy to this sport. It's really great to watch.
Well, as senior skaters this season, we saw them finish 4th at the Nations Cup competition, but they're trying to stand on the podium for the first time in an international event here in Japan.
Entering into their final lifts in the program, they do a great job of transitioning here into their final lift. It's a rotational lift. She goes into a split position, showing great flexibility. She's only holding on with no hands. He's holding on with one hand. Very strong for Justin. And then they segue right into another dance lift, combining all of their elements instead of separating them. Very nice choreography.
5-4, 5-3.
2 sets of marks, of course. The first for technical merit, the second for presentation. And here are the scores.
There's some nice marks here. Nice 5.6. Really, technically, it was very, very deserving of that mark.
5-4.
Really wanting to medal here in Japan as you look at their coaches on the right side of your screen. 5.2 to 5.7, the presentation marks.
It's quite a range there. They held back a little bit, and probably they felt the pressure of trying to move up a little bit.
And we'll be back with more coverage of the 4 Continents Figure Skating Championships in a moment. And here are the Canadian silver medalists. In 3rd place after the original dance, 25-year-old Megan Wynne and Aaron Lowe, who was also 25 years of age. They train in the Detroit area now.
The music is from the motion picture Underground. Right into their rotational lift. Nice secure positions. And Terry, here are your twizzles. Turning on one foot with speed makes them harder than doing a spin. Here are just a series of small lifts called assisted lifts. Really has a fresh look on the ice. They're full of joy. They're great performers.
And unlike Silverstein and Pekarek of the U.S., they've been around a while. They've been together 13 years, plenty of international experience. They lived in Montreal for more than a decade, but recently moved to Windsor, Ontario, and they drive right across the border to Detroit to train alongside Silverstein and Pekarek and Lang and Tchernyshev.
And that can only help them when you have that sort of training environment on a day-to-day basis. It just keeps everybody improving and competitive. Their skating really has improved since they've been with Igor and Liz at the Detroit Skating Club. They've been really working on their speed and their stroking. That is all the in-between stuff in the programs, other than the lifts and all the highlight moves. Very pretty low line move. Those take a long time to develop.
Trying to keep their training partners off the podium here. Silverstein and Pekarek in the lead right now, but remember, Wynne and Lowe were in 3rd place after the original dance.
I have to say they're skating their free dance very aggressively. They're not holding back, and they look very comfortable. Hear their dance spin. Terry, I have to say, they really skated this with a lot of spunk, a lot of fire, and they didn't hold back at all. In the very beginning of their program, they had some nice choreography into their rotational lift. It has to turn at least 3 rotations here. Nice tight position. They look very comfortable.
Now the marks for technical merit, 5.1 to 5.4. Those are very similar to Silverstein and Pekarek's. And Susie, the presentation marks in the 5.3 to 5.5 range, and Wynne and Lowe in the second place. It's the young Americans, Silverstein and Pekarek, who have the lead and could stand on the podium here. When we come back, the U.S. champions take the ice. Naomi Lang and Peter Tchernyshev in first place heading into the free dance looking for the gold medal.
The USA, Naomi Lang and Peter Tchernyshev.
Now the American champions, Naomi Lang, Peter Tchernyshev. 10th in the world last season. Their goal is to be in the top 6th in Nice. Right now in the lead heading to the free dance.
They have beautiful feeling for this music. Their unison is impressive, and everything they do is so hard, but they make it look very easy. Watch Peter's flexibility and strength in his body line through his footwork, and Naomi's beautiful stretch line through this rotational turn. These are the things that make look easy. Just a seamless dance lift that just flows in and out so beautifully.
They've been the class of this competition so far. They're the only top 10 team in the world here in Japan competing. They won the bronze medal at the Four Continents Championship last season.
I've always felt that Naomi and Peter, all they need is that confidence. Because when you watch them in practice, sometimes they look so relaxed. But what I see happening since the national championships is that confidence is starting to emerge. It's exciting to see that process. And this dance spin is so hard. He's in a back sit spin position, and they go into what's called a tango spin. Both of them were accomplished free skaters before becoming ice dancers. In the springtime, Peter goes back to doing triples and double axels. Control here in this dance lift. There's great arch through Naomi's back. this program and the music and their movement really creates sort of a trance-like soft quality. Very, very well done.
The U.S. champions the last 2 seasons. Naomi Lang and Peter Tchernyshev looking to move up the world even further in the rankings. We'll see them in Nice at the World Championships. They finished 10th last season. Here they wait to find out if they have just won the gold medal. Technical merit marks. 5.5 to 5.7, Susie.
You know, Terry, I think those marks are low. What they do is so difficult. I really don't know why the judges are holding back on these scores whatsoever.
And now for presentation, 5.5 to 5.8. So Lang and Tchernyshev on top of Silverstein and Pekarek.
5-6, 5-6, 5-5. Thank you.
The final dance team taking the ice. Marie-France Dubreuil and Patrice Lauzon of Canada, the current Canadian national champions. They are in 2nd place after the original dance, trying to steal the gold away from Lang and Tchernyshev of the U.S.
And their music is from the motion picture Life is Beautiful. Great ice coverage. They're oftentimes in easier positions compared to Lang and Tchernyshev. But one thing they do well too is in the lift department here. Beautiful stretch line, nice fast rotations. That's good about their program. It offers a variety of tempos and music using the same theme, yet exploring different sounds. And I think from a judging perspective, the judges enjoy that.
They'll be one of the teams we see at the World Championships in Nice. And remember, 2 of the top teams are out this year. Krylovanov-Yanikov, who are the reigning world champions, and Born and Kratz of Canada, both out with injury. So it does open the door and create more opportunities for teams to move up.
It sure does. It's been an unusual year in that way. It's been fun watching this team develop throughout the season, and now that they have their Canadian title, you can see the confidence that they have too. Amazing what a gold medal can do. They have great speed, but you'll notice here they're skating hand to hand. These positions are considered a little bit easier than some of the more intricate positions that you've seen from Silverstein and Pekarek and Lang and Tchernyshev. Here their dance spin. It's called foxtrot position. Again, there's the hand-in-hand positions and the transitions, and they're pretty far apart. Here again, the strength that they have in their lifts, the attack is really phenomenal. low line here. Look at this. She's just there. All of her positions are spot on. And he shows so much strength. I have to say, that was a very strong performance. They attacked this program, not holding back. They had great speed. It was more simple compared to Lang and Tchernyshev, but equally well performed.
Finally broke character. They were in it for a while. The only team in the top 4 that doesn't train in Detroit, by the way. There's some of their fans. Marie-France Dubreuil and Patrice Lauzon.
And here their last lift. They're so strong. They both have such great core body strength that they're able to hit these positions. He's only holding on with one arm, showing lots of strength. A very, very sharp ending.
5-2.
Now the first set for technical merit, 5.2 to 5.5. Those are not as high as those for Lang and Tchernyshev.
Well, that makes sense to me because Lang and Tchernishev's program was much more difficult.
5-6.
And for presentation now, 5.3 to 5.6. So Dubreuil and Lauzon not able to catch Lang and Tchernyshev. The Canadians finish in second. You've got the American champions winning the gold medal here. Naomi Lang, Peter Tchernyshev, their first gold medal as senior skaters on the international circuit. Then the Canadians and Silverstein and Pekarek able to move up and grab the bronze medal here in Japan. They're at it again. It's Eldridge versus Stoico next.